Hey everybody, welcome to Rockin' Token Talkin'. I'm Kelly V, the Pop Pixie, and I'm the host and creator here. I have a wonderful co-host with Steve Lips Kudlow, and we talk to so many epic bands all over the world, big bands and small bands, and so many people at a time. We have some epic co-hosts that join us, like Lane Bang Cable, who adds so much to the show, just comedic comedy and just lightheartedness. We have so much fun here at Rockin' Token Talkin'. I'm very, very proud. We have another epic co-host all the way from the UK with Jackie Chambers of Girls' School in Siberia. I'm really, really proud to have her here. She is so much fun and just an angel of the metal scene. We talk to so many epic bands all around the world. We deal with so much music through the decades, from the classics right up to the brand new bands. I'm very, very proud to do this, and we talk about the pandemic and how it's affected our music industry. But don't worry, metalheads, before we get you back out there appreciating and playing the music that we love to hear so much, and before we get out there to see these epic shows and droves that we love so much, we are here to keep you sane. We are here to chat, we are here to keep things lively, and we are here to keep the music going, because it is what we do at Rockin' Token Talkin' with so much heart. I want to say thank you to all my epic co-hosts, from Lips to Jackie to Lane, and of course all the behind the scenes help from my incredible friend Roy Stegman, and the epic occasional host with Sean Raven Chain. It is a family here at Rockin' Token Talkin', and I'm very, very honored. So much heart, we hope to keep you rocking all over the world. We have a very special show extension called Rare Disease Meets Rockstar, where we introduce some very special people to some other very special people in the hopes of ending discrimination all over the world and to raise awareness. Thank you so much for my family at Rockin' Token Talkin', and if you'd like to become part of that family or to reach out and get involved, here's how you do it. Don't be shy. Thank you so very, very much to 33 and the Third Entertainment. Keep it metal, everybody. Be kind to yourself and each other. Kelly V, the Pop Pixie. Today, a most incredible lineup with John Gallagher Raven of Raven, Billy Sheehan, the incredible Billy Sheehan of so many things, from David Lee Roth, Steve Vai, Talus, Niacin, Winery Dogs, and Sons of Apollo join us, with Sean Raven Chain and the incredible Ron Toth, longtime friend and supporter of the epic Last Pharaoh Band. Stay tuned at the end of this episode for another episode of Kenny vs. Spenny. Thanks so much, everybody, and I hope you enjoy the interview. Hey, everybody. Oh,
Hey, how's it going?
not too bad. Can't see. Oh, there you are, Roy. How are you? Wow, there's 5 people here. Um,
There we go.
there's Jimmy.
What's up?
There's Fra. Hey, how are you doing, brother?
Hey, good to see you, beautiful people.
Yeah,
Oh,
nice to see.
Hey,
Hi. Ciao, Mark.
Hi, how you doing, man? You all right?
Yeah, all good. Still alive.
Well, welcome to the first episode of Rockin' Token Talkin' Sunday Sabbath. We're still waiting on a few other people to join in. This usually happens. It takes about 5 minutes for everybody to
Yeah.
connect and like say who they are and stuff. So we're even waiting for my original Sunday Sabbath co-host. So Jimmy Mitchell
what's up?
is my other U.S. co-host. He's a solo shredder. Roy Stegman is the man behind all of our events and everything I do online. Fra, why don't you introduce yourself and Mark and tell us what you do?
Okay, Mark, you start.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm the drummer in Acid Rain.
Wow.
I also play for a new wave of British heavy metal band Fist and my own band Synth Theatre. I also used to be the drummer in Empire of Evil, which was with Tony Dolan himself and
Right.
Mantis from Venom Inc.
Right. Go ahead, Fra, and we'll speak more
Oh
on that
well.
in a second.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm a bit of outsider because I play in a band called Spiritual Front. That actually it's like kind of a neo folk, like Morriconian kind of band. But I'm an heavy metal dude since I was a little kid, and always been, and always will be.
Here comes John.
And well,
Of course.
I just work on this with Tony and Mark and everybody involved, and here we are.
I
Just
think good music is good music, brother, from whatever genre. I get a lot of flack from my metal hardcore fans saying, oh, you can't listen to reggae, you can't listen to this. But no, you should. Whatever has soul, man. I know when it says
yeah.
user's iPhone, because I can see everybody's window, that John Gallagher is about to pop up.
Cool.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if Tony can make it, but John should be here. James Murphy was invited as well, so hopefully he makes it. I think. What time is it where you guys are at, Mark and Bra?
It's 10 p.m. for me.
Yeah,
Okay.
11. This is 11 in Rome.
See, yeah, this is
11
so
p.m. Yeah.
confusing to me trying to organize all these interviews from around the world, man, and
Yeah.
the times. Um, Tony Dolan has been an amazing supporter to me. He's donated to my online events. He's done some really incredible things. Same with John Gallagher. And it all stemmed from meeting Lips. Has any of you worked with Anvil?
Do what?
No. Well,
No,
No, I
no,
can't say so, no.
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 Okay, so this project with Tony and all of the people that I knew, and when he was saying he was doing this wonderful project, I was like, we have to get everybody involved. So, what is it about? It's a COVID relief.
Well, it's like exactly 1 year ago, like when all this started. Um, yeah, me and Tony, we did a video like playing all in the sky like during the quarantine, like beginning of the quarantine times, because everything started like mainly like it started before in Italy. Like Italy started like before everyone else, more or less. So we were locked down, and then like we started doing this cover with Tony, like this "All in the Sky," the Black Sabbath song. And then after that song, like Tony, me, like all the other friends, like playing that song, they were like, "Why don't we play like entire like 10 songs like Black Sabbath?" And then no,
Welcome,
this started. Yeah, that's how we started.
welcome, James. Welcome,
how's it
John.
going?
How are
Ciao,
you,
James.
brother?
Hi,
I'm,
James.
hey,
Yo.
hey, everybody. I can't see everybody. Um, there we are. There's everybody.
Hello.
There you are.
Hey, how's it going? How's it going?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
So
All right, we got.
we're talking about your wonderful new project, and so proud of you guys for doing this. Our show has been COVID featured, right, Roy? This whole way along, talking about the industry and what it's done to us, and it's heartbreaking, but I'm so glad you guys are doing something cool to do with that.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know what John. Are
Hey
you
guys, I can't get my video on. Are you there?
John? Wow.
Yeah,
Hello,
I'm not.
John.
I'm not sure how to do the video either, to be honest.
No, there's no button for it. I just see this stupid icon on the top corner and I really don't look like that. So there you go.
Well,
I think you kind of have to tap on the screen and there's like a start video, stop video.
At the bottom.
There it is. There it is.
on-
I found
There you go.
it.
Hey!
Yeah, tap
So
the
nice to
thumbnail
see
and
everybody.
then press the start video deal down there.
John,
Hi,
it's
John.
good to have
James.
John, it's
Mr. Murphy,
good to
how
have
are
a
you
fellow
doing, sir?
Jody.
Doing good. Doing good.
Jodies are in the house.
How you doing,
Cool.
James? You all right?
Yeah, good man. Doing great.
Good, man. Good
He's
stuff.
Who's that? Who do I
looking
got there?
fit. The beard is insane. You're looking fit, man. That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. Yeah, man.
It's getting a little out of hand. Yeah.
There you go.
So, I think almost everybody might be here except for my other co-host, which is funny. But I'm so proud of you guys. I know, Jimmy, you really want to go to Italy, right? This is where into Europe and explore into that. And
Yeah, at some point.
these are some epic people to meet.
You're
right
welcome,
here.
dude. You're welcome.
Awesome.
Yes.
Sweet.
I mean, I cannot introduce you guys to a more humble heart. Jimmy has done so much. He's one of the most exceptional guitar players I've ever witnessed in my life. And he's humble and he's helped me so much. So this is what's lovely about these platform shows is that I can get people from around the world to sit in their living room. Maybe some of you probably even have your pajama pants on. You know what I mean? You don't have to do much and just show up and meet each other and hopefully wonderful things transpire, right? That's the
Absolutely.
beautiful part of it. It's beautiful.
I'm
just
sorry to
for the
disappoint
James
not
Murphy.
wearing jeans.
I do have one question. How do you plan to promote this project given the COVID complications?
Well, I think
that-
James, you go. James, you go.
Oh no! I think you're probably better suited to answer the question than I am. I wasn't sure if it was directed at me or not, but
Yeah.
I think you're probably better suited.
Well, I think that like for everybody, like this was the time like for us, like we were especially like if I think about like here and everywhere else, like we were the one like just putting on aside like music and arts in general. It's like in Italy, like they don't even talk about it. Like when they when they talk about like helping some categories of stuff, it's like they don't even mention like us, or cinema or music or whatever. So I don't know, just was just like the right time to just rise and say like music and metal community can always like do something like good and beautiful, even in times like this when sometimes like they're just putting on a side, like this is what happening. I don't know, guys, like around there, but here it's like we're not even mentioned when it's about like helps and like taking care of the workers or stuff. So,
No, there's no consideration whatsoever there at all. And the only good thing for us that's come out of this is individually working on our music and collaborative doing stuff like this. It's so much fun to actually use these tools and reach out and talk to people and chat and hey, do you want to do this? I've had people, drummers, go, send me the craziest thing you can play. All right. So I'm waiting for that coming back from this guy, Dave Bird, who plays with Frank Marino. this guy's nuts. He wants to hear something crazy. Okay, good. And I do this thing with, you and Tony Dolan, which is a lot of fun.
And when they say crazy, do they mean like play with your forehead or like your left butt cheek or like something? Like, I mean, you, sir, will come up with something cuckoo fun.
More
Cuckoo
cerebrally crazy than physically crazy.
I got you. I know. But
I could throw the bass across the room and record that, but it's not really going to float anybody's. I might like it, but it won't float anyone else's boat.
I think as a fan, that would be epic. I mean,
I don't know, man. I listen to some pretty experimental music, so
yeah, me
don't
too.
sell yourself short.
Don't sell yourself. Yeah, exactly. You know what? And everybody hates me for this, but I listened to Yoko Ono today. It's her 85th birthday, right? And her performance is something else. But I mean,
Not bad.
that's weird. She's just weird, and I love her for being weird, and I hate her.
I have 3 words for that, and I hate to quote Slayer, but I'm going to: surgery without anesthesia.
I mean, she's wonderfully broken. She's the weirdest person on the planet. But what I hated was the minute the first photograph was put on the in the media as his partner, everybody said she's too ugly. And I cried. I remember being young and just cried over that article and thinking, how ugly is the world?
It's
You
pretty
know?
bad.
Really, like, and then I heard how weird she was, and I was like, oh yeah. And then it's like, well, she got a lot of flack for killing the Beatles, but I mean,
Well,
I
screw
know.
Janine.
It's always
Maybe
a woman, isn't it?
just delay the inevitable.
That's right.
Janine.
I was
That's
just
ridiculous.
talking to Janine earlier.
But the fact that she has like almost 5,000 hits listening to her cat scream while she tries to do a poem is just unreal. Like, so, I mean, people want to hear weird shit apparently. So do it. Do something really weird. Like if somebody says
it's art at the
weird,
end of the day, you know what I mean? So it's open for whatever,
interpretation.
It's the oral equivalent of having the banana duct taped to the wall.
It is. It is.
Oh yeah.
My assistant here does not appreciate cats screaming.
Oh,
I mean, it's just a weird thing, I guess, being female related to the music industry. There's always some issue with just the fact that you're female, which is a focus of our interview tomorrow. But we'll delve off that. Back to the projects. What else are you guys working on right now, other than this project? Like with your
well, I mean, for me, during the pandemic, I had to find something to kind of keep my creativity going, so for me, I just basically learned how to record drums myself, which I never, I've always wanted to do, but I never actually just pushed myself to do it. So I learned how to do that, and I have
a question about that.
Go on then.
So I don't know how to play any instruments at all. Okay. And I want to write a song. But everybody says anybody who uses technology like that is a cheater, a fake, a fraud, or whatever. There's so much fucking snobbery behind. But I don't have 20 years to master, 6 different instruments to play the song in my head. So is it a cheat?
No, not really.
No, not really.
No.
I think what the cheating side of technology comes into is where everything's kind of what you call melodined, which is basically when you put everything perfectly in time, so you sound robotic. But anything
time in tune.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can tune voices to be perfect pitch. There's a lot of ways to kind of cheat with technology. I mean, pop music is basically what that is. a lot of the time, it's.
Is it not the ideal to write the most perfect song possible? So is it a cheat? I don't think it's a cheat.
Oh, I do, but I think if you use technology in a way to record yourself by what talent you have, it's a different sort of ball game compared to if you use it to put yourself perfectly in tune.
I mean, there's people like Jason Becker is a brilliant composer, and the guy's got ALS, and he can't do anything, can't move, uses his eyes, uses a computer program. So there's the ultimate example of an artist using technology to make music.
Exactly, and that fits in perfectly with what I was about to say about it, John, which was that it's absolutely acceptable to use all technology that you can as a songwriting aid, as an inspiration aid. But then, you can do what Jason does, which is in large part the computer created parts that he generates when he's writing the song are replaced by actual musicians that he's in contact with, that he's friends with, he's colleagues with, and that want to help him. And so by the time we're hearing it, the final product, we're hearing real musicians playing the final result. And I think that's perfectly acceptable, of course, because
absolutely.
I have
a compositional aid, basically, is what he's using it for. So that's fine. But when bands are going out and using, the Turd Polisher 3000, it gets to be a bit much,
Well,
especially live. I mean, recording, it's like a painting. You can put as many brush strokes on as you want, or redo it, rewipe it, turn it backwards, upside down. The end result is the end result.
So then,
but if you're playing live and using those things, well, anyone can push a button and walk away. I mean, it doesn't mean anything.
But
I used to say that about DJs all the time. They play the space bar. I used to say that all the time.
But it's like you guys are saying,
unfair about
if I'm disabled and I have this symphony in my head and I write it, there's no way I can get up on stage and play it. And I don't know.
You don't have to. You can get somebody else to do it, or you can be the composer. It's that's creativity. If you've got something in here and you can put it somewhere else, well, great.
That's exactly what John mentioned before, and that's what Jason Becker does. He composes with the aid of computers. He almost has to do it exclusively with the computer, and then he gets people to replace those parts. With their own, with either doing what he came up with or their interpretation of it, and that's a perfectly acceptable way to work. Now, here's the problem, though, and maybe it's partly because of the rhythmic nature of music, and also just because we have a very rich history in metal. Not as long as other types of music or heavy metal and hard rock, going back into the 70s. That this music is guys in a room playing together. That's what we were used to hearing for so many years, and in the last decade and a half, 2 decades, it's become so prevalent to use what you call cheating tools and actually using it on the finished product. And it's like a couple of the other guys here have said, if you play it onto a grid, which I think is absolutely fine to do. It's just like playing along with a really solid woodblock player or whatever. But if you then take the results of that and you dissect it and conform it to the grid, which you can do these days with computers, and then you tune everything to absolute perfection, and so everything's slammed 100% to a robotic grid, tuned 100% perfection, it sucks the life out of it completely. And then the end result is what akin to video game music, to my mind. I call it laptop metal. Actually, a term coined by my buddy Sean Glass. Some of you may know. Laptop.
Totally quite fitting, actually.
Ramses, welcome. You just joined. This is another member of your group, I guess, right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Sure is. Can you all hear me all right?
Yeah. Is that the Rasmus?
Perfect.
Hey, Rasmus.
Hey, how's it going?
Rasmus.
Ciao, Ras.
Sorry. How's it going, dudes? Sorry I was late here. In my head, I was sure it was 11 o'clock UK time, and then I checked the world clock, and all of a sudden, oh shit, I'm late.
Yeah, because we were having like this issue, like it was like yesterday, right? There's something. There's a 1 hour in between that we were losing somewhere. It's like, is it 10? Is it 11? Is it midnight for me? Because I'm like the latest one. I'm like, I'm just like late in time, like.
And then you don't know whether Brexit wasn't with the whole Brexit bullshit.
It's an hour because of Brexit.
We're not going to have the change in hours now anymore. What the fuck?
And I'm one person.
Yeah, Arizona, I think, is the only state here in the U.S. that doesn't do it. This
Really?
one state
Weird.
doesn't do it. So,
Here in
okay.
Indiana doesn't do it, like certain
oh
areas
really?
in
I
Indiana.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We
it's
did
bad.
it
think we
like
should just
last
keep-
week.
We should keep just going back every time. Just keep going back.
Oh, so we
an
get
hour.
younger? Bless you. I like
That's
it.
right. We'll just
I
get
like
younger. We'll just do it like that.
Exactly. I love it. It's like we'll be Doctor Who people, time travelers. Just go back and get younger. It'd be great.
But you know, we
getting too
can decry the technology, you know, which is, you know, the subject we were on. You know, you can decry the technology, or you can use it to your advantage. And I would make the case right now that taking advantage of modern technology is the only way this project got done.
Yes.
Because
Isn't that beautiful?
we're sending files around to each other, and
Yep.
you know that doesn't mean you have to take advantage of all, you know, you have to conform everything to the grid, that you have to tune
Exactly.
everything to the nth degree.
Exactly.
But you know,
I think I jumped in just on the point where you're talking about it. I really refer to that as Pro Tools bitch tight.
Yeah.
Is usually how I refer to it. It's
Yes.
horrible.
Yeah.
Exactly.
you might have missed
human
it. I
part
was
of
calling it laptop metal.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, exactly.
I totally agree with you, James. Like totally 100%. But the thing is, like, even when you have like some files, like imagine like, you know, our case, guys, like we had the files and like we had the drums or whatever, like, and then you can just be mad and like start like to just snap everything on grid and copy the parts and copy the verses and copy that one. It's like,
No.
what is that in the end? Like, you know, this is what we play. Like sometimes we make mistakes. We are human, right? So if you want to like play as a machine, you just play electronic music. Like you do
Now-
the Depeche Mode.
The thing is, as
If
well, when
you
you
guys-
think about it, this album is dedicated to, you know, my favorite band of all time, which is Black Sabbath. And if you think of Black Sabbath, I mean, did they have anything that was put perfectly to a grid? When they played?
And
No,
yet
not at all.
everything they
You
did
know,
was perfect, right? Everything
Exactly,
they did
yeah.
was perfect. Yes.
No, in fact,
There's
Tony
a
Iommi
different-
Tony has a degree of sort of looseness to his playing. A sort of, I don't want to call it slop, but it's sort of looseness that is just part of his playing. It's part of what we love about it, really.
It's
you know, because
groove,
it adds to the
absolutely,
character. You
I
know, and
noticed-
it creates a character. That's why when I did my solo for the War Pigs, I just winged it. I didn't really, you know, I didn't care. I didn't look at grids. I just played to the track.
Yeah,
And
That's
Was this
what makes this music,
wonderful?
when it's done right, so
These-
much different and better than everything else. Because if you play from the heart, and if you play
Yes.
spontaneously, and if you listen to what other people are doing and react to that, and come up with new stuff that way, rather than everything is written out and I'm going to do this and do this. I don't know about any of you guys, but even when I'm recording, whatever I'm doing, singing or playing bass or whatever, it's me. I know what I'm going to do. I will always try and do something different every time.
Awesome.
There'll always be something
I
where it's
love
like,
your
maybe it works and maybe it doesn't.
I
But
love your
there's
daily
always
quotes.
that 10, 15% at the very end where I'll try this, you know.
I just want to say something. We only got about 10 minutes left. The next interview in about at 8:00, so an hour and a half. Anybody's invited. It's a rare disease meets rock star episode where people are going to play, and Jimi can't make that episode, and I was wondering if he would play like a very short little, he's itching to play, you can see him with his guitar there. So next episode in an hour and a half, everybody who wants to join in, everybody's going to be playing with Lawrence. The genius about Lawrence and why I was talking about technology is this man is a human robot. And when I share his music, they're like, that's a drum track. Even me and Jimi got into an argument of whether it was a drum track or I mean a guitar track or not. And I sent him doing the live version of it. Like, he's phenomenal. So I hope you all come to the next interview. But would you mind giving Jimi like 1 minute to play something for us?
Go
Yeah,
for
Jimmy.
it, man.
Go for it, man.
Hey, cool.
Set it
I
off.
honestly didn't expect to have to do that, but that's cool.
Too
I will say
bad.
this-
I put you on the spot and
Yeah, you did.
rock on.
I
Metal,
just-
man. Metal.
That's cool. No, actually, I agree with what James and everybody was saying earlier about recording, because like you want to have it, you know, even though you've got all this digital, you know, these DAWs and shit, you want to keep it human. you know, even if you are using like a looped drum track, like what I do to create songs, like when I sit around, I don't know if you'll hear this very well or not, but I'll try it. Let's see.
Just do it.
So I have like a loop and I do this.
Oh, I wish that sounded better.
Yeah, just stuff like that.
I'm sorry. I saw you sitting there and I thought he was ready to go, right? So
I've been writing off and on all day, just basically, you know, fooling around with riffs and ideas and melodies and shit. Like, you know, just doing stuff like that, just pivots and.
The great thing.
Well, it's like I said, you know, this technology is, drum machines, drum loops, whatever. It's, you know, it's perfectly valid for performance as long as there's, you know, something human in there. You know, I mean, if you're one guy performing, then you have to use some pre-recorded stuff if you're going to do like a one-man band type of thing. I've seen and enjoyed those type of shows, but
so you've been to Ed Sheeran, eh?
No, not quite. But you know,
you got to give that man props. He's a talented fucking dude. I mean, you have to.
He might be, but you know what? But are you in love with his body? No.
But that's the thing.
Some kind
to be in metal or rock, you don't have to be pretty. And if you are, for some reason, because I don't know why this is, it's 99% men in your audience, they don't appreciate the pretty boys. You know what I mean? It's like the
what you saying about me?
The weird. It's like, I don't know what it is, you know. It's like you're allowed to.
I was about to say,
weird.
I don't know. I've never felt unappreciated.
You're beautiful. You're beautiful. But you know what I mean.
Never underestimate the power of the beard.
Does anybody kind of know what I mean, or am I just talking shit up my ass?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You can look like Joey Ramone and be really successful. If he was a female, they'd be like, I don't know, right? I don't know what Joey Ramone as a female would look like, but with the same talent, he probably wouldn't have done nothing. Right?
This is a loaded question.
Who knows how much makeup he would have worn too?
I know, right?
It's a loaded question because if we answer something, oh no, you can, and we pull up a female example, we're automatically.
No, I mean there's
doing
beautiful
something very
women
bad
in metal,
and NPC at that point.
It's such a hard thing, you know? Yeah, and,
you know
and if you're a guy,
it doesn't fucking matter what you look like. If you're a musician and if you have confidence and if you play some good shit, people will still like it. But it depends if you like yourself and you have the confidence.
It's just easier if you're a dude. It's easier if you're a dude.
Yeah, but I mean, look at someone like.
Well, to me, like, I don't know if you agree. I don't know if you agree, right, to these guys, but like I was talking with a friend of mine like the other day, and like to me, for example, like the most like iconic and the greatest frontman of all time, frontman. I mean, let's say in rock music of all time, it's an ugly dude, like half English, half Algerian. What it was, Algerian, Freddie Mercury, right? You know,
he's beautiful. Oh my God, I think he's so pretty.
That scene when like in Wembley, he's dressed like, I don't know, I was dressed there, like the ugliest man in the world, like on the planet. And he's taking Wembley on his hand, like up and down like this. It's like
beauty and all that shit. That's all. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So what you think is great,
it's like
it doesn't matter. What matters is what the music does for the people.
When you hear somebody talk about,
I think it's a circular conversation because I think we all agree. I think we all agree.
We all agree. But when you say like something mean, you listen to Janis Joplin, and then you say something about her looks and not her voice. Janis Joplin
wasn't the prettiest woman by any means. It made no difference whatsoever. Her talent was just huge. So you know that's what counts.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah. It's true. But you guys don't really get judged on that, and I think the weirder you look, the more it helps.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't know.
Let's tell you, I'm
don't
going to
think
put down
that's
now.
true,
John
Kelly,
has all this lovely hair there, so he's got that shit. You know how many times I have to deal with that shit? Hey, man, you're metal, but you don't have hair, so you're not really fucking metal. You have no idea how many times I have to deal with that shit.
I'm with you, Russ. I'm with you, Russ.
Exactly.
I did make the comment last episode that the 3 things you kind of truly need to succeed in metal are talent, right? Epic pants and the ability to wear epic pants, be it spandex, pleather, leather, kilts, whatever, and hair. And Tony went, Kelly, and he pulled off his hat and he went, Kelly, and I'm like, what is the ability not to have it? Sorry. But yeah, it does help. I love glam metal, so like hair metals, like it's
I was just
fun.
making that remark as in it ain't that easy all the time.
I know, I'm sorry, brother. We don't mean to make it that way. We don't mean to make it that way.
Look, this is why I said I don't give a shit. If people like it, they want it, they're gonna come and get it.
You
That's
could
it.
go totally Steel Panther, and I love Steel Panther, and do the wig thing.
No.
Just for one video.
Oh no. Oh no.
Like if you're doing it for fun, why not? But those of us that either have the hair or don't, it's just like we don't care.
It's a complex for me because I did lose all my hair to my condition, so I either have extensions or wigs, and I love playing with them. So hair is, I think the most important part of that though is the pants. The metal pants need to come back.
Now, just so
I got
in
screwed
British,
in a way 'cause
pants means
okay.
underwear. Just so we're all clear, we're talking about the long trousers, not the underwear, right?
Yeah.
No, we're talking about spandex, pleather, shiny.
Yeah, he's talking about trousers.
Shiny tights.
Yeah.
I think it was the trousers. He liked the trousers. You could see everything. Nothing left to the imagination. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And that's the only female fan in the metal audience. You know what I mean? That's appreciated, by the way.
Well,
don't forget the cucumber.
I used to have very brown hair, probably about the same color as John's, and I shaved my head one day because my brother had joined the military, and I was being sort of in solidarity with him, and I was tired of the tangle, so I shaved my head. And when it grew back silver.
Different. Silver. Oh, he stole
dude,
your
at least
youth.
it grew back, man. Take that.
At least it grew back.
That's the point. That's the point. Like, when it grew back.
But you know what? If you have a bald head, it draws all the attention. I used to have a mohawk, right? So it draws all the attention to your face.
It's
called
reflection.
And you're very handsome guys. So I mean, it like draws all the attention to your face, right? So
I don't know. I usually think it's my beard that does that, if anything now. That and just the light shining off this bald thing, blinding people. Oh, what was that? Oh, it's a bald guy. Okay.
So is it that
like guy with the beard?
Like us, Rasmus, like we got hair right here. Like it's compensation.
Yeah,
like
no, it's hair Brexit exited down here.
Yeah, we just it's like upside down. Like we got a hair upside down right here.
Comes up the ears, the eyebrows get a little longer, right? With age, I don't know.
It just grows out your ears. That's what happens.
See?
And your nostrils.
And
you
your
guys
nose.
are so much fun. Do you have anything else you want to say about the project?
I still want to hear the final. I still want to hear the final article. I'm looking forward to hearing that.
I don't know if you've mentioned it. I mean, I'm sure it's been mentioned, but it's for a really good cause. And while we've all been in this fucking horrible lockdown and pandemic, and touring is shut down, and we can't get out there, and the governments generally think that we're the last important part of the reopening.
I want to say it is the artist that changes the world. Look at what the Beatles did. Look at what every artist, philosopher, painter, look at what they did to shape the sheeple. We need this. The fact they're not supporting you is the saddest thing on earth. Because it's what's going to heal us.
Are used to that.
They haven't supported us for a long time.
Yeah.
You may be used to that from the outside world, from the fan. We appreciate it more than you'll ever know.
Oh, we know that.
I was curious if there was anyone here that was on the track with me. That's also on Warped.
Yes.
If there's anyone.
Yes, the Mark. Yeah, Mark is
me and Fran.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay. Hey.
Yeah. So,
cool.
We are.
And who mixed it? Is the mixer here? Person
He's right there.
I can send you, James. Like I can send it over. Like I'll send you. Give me an email. I'll send you all the the final like record that we have done. Like,
are you mixing it? Did you mix it?
Can I
mix it? And then I went to this like studio here in Rome. There's a friend of mine that works for a few bands like that. One is on Nuclear Blast. It's called Flesh God Apocalypse.
Sure.
But he got very nice stuff. He got like beautiful like machines like AQ compressor, like very nice stuff. So we just jump all the stems into that and make it a little bit like warm and then glue it a little bit of separation and everything.
Sure.
So I'm gonna send it over. Just you guys like, or with Tony, like just send him an email and I'll send you like all the links to you. So if you want,
I would say we should all just buy it. I mean, I know we've done the work.
Yeah, I'm happy to buy it
if there's a link.
I honestly make no money from what I do, and I'm so poor. I would love to buy it.
We're musicians. It's the same.
I don't even get a free T-shirt or anything for the interviews. I get nothing. I've got anyways. But can I have a sneak peek at that? I promise I will not share it with anybody.
No, of course. Like, just give me an email. Like, I'll send it to you. Like, what's the problem?
I've been so curious.
We'll send all of you. Like, there's no problem at all. But I got a question for everybody. Like, because right here in Italy, like the situation for the people, where Rasmus was saying before, like the situation for the people that works like in the, just cultural stuff like music or theater or cinema, it's like no one is mentioned. But I was over there, like James, like I was in the US, or like Rasmus and Mark, like I was in UK, like, and John, what is happening there? Is anyone like shouting something?
No, not really. I mean,
nothing at all.
One of the things I saw was, sorry, John.
No, go ahead.
All right, okay. One of the things I saw was actually on the back of a bus that says, there was a poster that said, this bus driver was a musician. Now he's a bus driver.
No, it was musician. He's a musician. Stepdad, and now he's a bus driver.
Yeah,
was just point insulting us as if they're actually okay. These musicians, they can be okay stepdads, but you can't really be a musician now. Exactly. Now he's going to be a bus driver because we have to retrain. Maybe you'll be a ballet dancer. Why not just
that
work
was
in
the
data
one I
security?
saw, the ballet dancer one.
It's
She's a ballet dancer.
It's so insulting, man. But this is the thing, it's like, you think of music, right? I've spoken to so many people about this. You think of music, it is probably one of the most important things in the world, which, always gets taken advantage of, whether it's people who like the bands and stuff like that, who download the music or whatever, or even the lack of support by governments or whatever like that. It's not seen as a proper job. Nowadays,
shame.
And it's really sad, actually, but
because they think you all make billions of dollars.
Yeah, I mean, it's the strength of the musicians who do things like this to collaborate, to support other things for good causes that keeps it going. It's about the creativity and the togetherness as musicians and people.
I have 1 minute left before it automatically shuts off. I just want to thank you so much. And I don't know if you know, and all of you guys that are new to me, that I do battle rare and terminal diseases. And what you're doing right here, right now is helping so many more people than you realize. So I want to say thank you so much to everybody for doing the show today. I love you all very much. And I hope we stay connected. Looking forward to hearing this incredible collaboration. Thank you for sharing it with me.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Guys.
Thank you
very much.
Nice to meet everyone. Bye, Mark.
Same to you guys.
Love you.
Ciao,
Keep
James.
it metal. Keep it
Ciao, James. Ciao.
Cheers.
Ciao.
Everyone.
Bye.
Ciao, dears. Ciao.
I'd like to thank my guests today, John Gallagher Raven, James Murphy, Francesco Conte, and the incredible Jimi Mitchell, my dear friend. This was such a fun interview. I hope you all enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next installment of Kenny vs. Penny. I hope you enjoyed that too, Kelly V. Kenny and Spenny being two of the Canadians' greatest comics, it is a real honor to have you support the Rockin' Token Talkin' projects, me and my work. Thank you so much again from the bottom of my heart, Kelly V.
Since the beginning of time, mankind has been forced to compete for survival. This spirit of competition has reached a pinnacle in the relationship of two best friends who battle against each other. Why? Glory for the winner, humiliation for the loser. This is Kenny versus Spenny.
A lot of people do
Well,
it.
tell them what it is so they know what we're talking about.
Okay, this is who can live in a van the longest competition. We're taking one of our production vehicles. Spenny and I are both going to live in it.
There has to be a cornucopia of rules here.
Yes,
because
and this time I am going to make the rules. Let me tell you.
What do you mean
something.
this time? What?
This is it.
I make rules. You don't.
I'll tell you
you don't
something.
obey
The
them.
most important thing, first of all, is this.
Give me the keys.
Why?
Because I am not letting you near the driver. I cannot handle your driving. You drive like a maniac.
When you take this key, you realize you're going to be sleeping in the front seat for 3
They
or 4
recline.
days.
That's not a problem.
So I am taking the entire back of the van. Spenny is taking the front 2 seats.
There's going to be a lot of rules.
Yeah, there are going to be a lot of rules. Let's go upstairs and make some rules. 1. Spenny cannot try and kiss me or touch me
just
because
get
he
on
is
with
dirty
it.
downstairs
Just get
and
on
I only like women. Number 2, we cannot leave the van to go to the bathroom. If your feet touch the ground, you lose.
You may not physically touch anything that is mine.
No trying to kiss me.
No problem.
Okay, enough already. You must stay in the van and no infiltrating the other person's space. The only way I really am going to win is if I get in the driver's seat, because all I have to do is drive really fast and Spenny is gone.
What I've decided to do in this episode is to form a brain trust of evil and out-of-the-box thinkers. What kinds of physical things am I going to need?
Gas mask.
For sure.
A good filter.
I like that. I like that. I like that.
Is he scared of dogs?
Does anyone know any vicious dogs?
I have one.
Is it
I actually, well, no, she looks vicious though. She's a pet.
What about if we went into your house and took Kenny's stuff, put it on the lawn, the sign that said free, and you drive by the house?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's excellent.
I like that.
Yeah, I love it. I don't know if he'd leave the car. Oh, but it would torture him, and Lord knows he needs to be tortured.
Hey, do you copy car keys? Like, the minivan?
The most important thing, a brand new key. Spenny will never think once he has the keys that I was smart enough just to make a duplicate. Oh yeah.
I have almost everything that I need to take into the van with me to outlast Kenny in this competition. It's just going to be an endurance struggle. He's going to come at me with everything he has, and I just hope to God that I am ready.
I have the entire back of the van. You realize that, Spenny? I am hooked up with electricity. Hey, we got power, man. Look at that. This is where the bed and couch is going to be. Television VCR. What party lounge would be complete without a mirror disco ball? Refrigerator, espresso machine and kitchen over here. This is the kitchen. Ow! I'm gonna put this behind Spenny's chair so he can't recline. The most important thing is to make this place look so comfortable and so relaxing that eventually he switches with me.
Yeah, hi. I'm going on vacation for a couple of weeks, and I just wanted to cancel my service until I get back. My name's Spencer Rice, R-I-C-E. Mother's maiden name is Friedman. Thank you. Okay. Okay, I just canceled Spenny's phone. Yeah, the funny thing is, all you really need to do to cancel someone's cell phone is know their mother's maiden name.
All right, we are just about to start the competition. We are entering the van. I would like to show Spenny my part of the van. Yeah, I guess you already saw it.
No jacuzzi?
You know,
Okay,
I could live in here for 2 weeks.
Well, okay.
I've got urinals, I've got
Okay,
a bucket to pee and poo in. I'm totally set.
As usual, it looks like the only way I'm going to beat him is if I go the distance.
I've got AC power in the van, so I'm set.
Well, I've got 1/6 of the room he does, maybe 1/8 of the room he does, so I couldn't have even done that if I wanted to, not that I
I'm
would
going to be able to have the nicest, comfiest night sleeps every night, and you're not even going to be able to recline your chair, so I hope you're ready for it.
Don't worry.
You got your cell phone, Spenny? Bring your cell phone.
I've got my cell phone.
Oh, yeah. This rocks.
I've got the car keys.
Whee! All right. I can order anything, do anything I want.
I can order anything too, big deal.
Oh, yeah? Why don't you try?
Why? What did you do to my cell phone?
I canceled it.
You know you're rotting your brain with that crap.
Oh, yeah, killer. Free ball.
That's why you can't function, because your brain has been completely mutated from pushing buttons and...
Let me just say something. Video games are very good for hand-eye coordination. Spenny, you didn't even build a device. I thought you'd put a cage in here.
Why? Does he not let to touch me? What do I need a cage for?
I thought you'd think I'd do things to annoy you.
Kenny, you always do things to annoy me. I'm immune to it.
I don't think you're too immune to me annoying you, Spenny.
Think again.
Oh my God. Oh, he's got a gas mask.
Keep it coming. Keep it coming.
Spenny, do you mind if I go on a date? I'm asking you a question. Don't be so rude. Hey, Kate, it's Kenny. What are you doing tonight? Okay, don't make plans. I'll call you. You'll come out, see my new pad. I may have a date tonight. Yay! Look at him. He's already in a totally grumpy mood.
I'm covered with shit. Of course I'm in a grumpy
Well, what did he
mood.
expect, Spenny? You know, even though he knows exactly what he's in for, he still has to whine and complain about it.
Sure.
So quit the show.
Maybe I will.
You should.
Where's my buddy?
Your buddy? Who's your buddy? I know all your buddies.
Hey, man, how are you?
Good, you? How you doing, Spencer?
Good.
It's a pit bull.
Come on, I want you to meet my friend, Kenny. Kill! Kill!
Here, boy.
Get him! I thought this dog was a dog.
Yeah, good boy. Good.
Oh!
Great idea.
Not great. 3 days in the car, great.
The dog bit my nose. I don't want Spenny to know, but I'm getting really car sick back here.
Are you going on a date? Are you serious about
Yeah,
that?
I might go on a date later. Are
What
you
the
going to
hell
let
am I
me go
gonna
on a
do?
date?
I don't know. We'll have to talk about it. Sorry.
Please, I'm going to puke.
It's the road.
I'm going to puke.
Complain to the city. Do you want to hear my suggestion? What we should do right now?
No.
Rather than insulting each other, you say 3 nice things about me and I say 3 nice things about you.
You start. Just so I know that you're honest and serious.
This isn't a trick?
Nope.
I think that you are a nice person. The second thing is, you do make me laugh when you're not making me furious. And by making me laugh, you improve the quality of my life, essentially. I guess the last thing is, you're smart. Holy shit.
You are insane, you know that?
He's insane. I see you. Okay, come in.
Hi.
You like my lounge?
I love it.
Hello, Kate.
Don't mind Spencer, he's a little grumpy. You sitting there. I've got some bubbly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Hold that. Now let's drink. Let's cheers to another win for Kenny.
You haven't won anything. You haven't won anything.
What? You know what? That's very rude. Have some more bubbly, baby.
Can't do this with Spencer watching.
Don't you think Spencer's a disgusting pig for wanting to watch this? What's wrong with him? Spencer, you're making Kate go home because she doesn't like being watched. Are you going to stay with me tonight in the van?
No. Can we go down this way? I live down this way.
Thank you very much, all right? You should be ashamed of yourself.
Bye, Spencer.
Good seeing you, Kate.
Bye, sweetie. Where are we sleeping tonight? In the garage?
I'm hoping today that he'll trade with me for the front seat, but he's gonna take the keys. He's gonna think he's so smart by taking the keys. The second I start driving fast, he's gonna freak out, and if I stop the car, he'll hop out.
Spenny, you want an egg? Oh. Are you coming in? Should I lock you out?
I've got the keys.
I have to go to the bathroom, and it's gonna flop all over the place.
You gotta be kidding me.
Okay, pull over. I'm gonna take a shit in the bucket. Oh. No, no watching this. Oh. Oh, what? Oh, that's spraying stuff in my part of the car.
So what? You sprayed me with all kinds of shit.
You sprayed right in my mouth.
Woof.
This sucks. He's ready for everything this show. It's depressing.
This is gonna sound strange. I'm in a competition with my friend here to see who can stay in a van the longest, so I'm not allowed to leave the car. Is there any way if I gave you $5, you could get me some pork?
If you give me some more money, I could do it for you.
Yeah, give him some more money.
What do you mean more money?
That'll just pay for the pork, right?
Yeah.
But if you pay me, then I'll do it for you.
How much do you want?
$10.
$10 to buy $5 of pork? Have a good day at school. Thank you.
You're getting ripped off left, right, and center.
$10 to walk a half a block.
And you're
I want pork! Excuse me? Can you come here for 1 sec? There's a barbecue place right here called Conte. If I give you $5, would you just get me $5 worth of barbecued pork?
He's totally conning
How can
you.
I con him? I'm giving him money. Conte, it's right here.
All right.
I really hope this guy didn't steal my money. I really, really hope.
I want some pork.
We ain't getting any. You're the best! Here you go.
What?
Moolah. No. Really?
Yeah,
Take it.
Right.
Give it to a homeless person. All right. You're the best. Thank you. There are decent people in this world. That's a good man. Hey! Let go! Let go! You're too salty, man! Ow!
You're not allowed in the back. Disqualification. 2 tacos, please.
No.
2 tacos.
Don't listen to him.
No. We have no money.
Popcorn, please.
We have no money.
One order.
We have no money.
Chicken popcorn. Don't pay no attention to him.
We have no money.
He's got mental
No,
problems.
no, I want 2 tacos. Can I have 2 tacos, please? 2 tacos. 2 tacos, please.
I'm sorry.
you burn me once, not only will you lose the competition, you're going to lose your front teeth.
Ow, that's no physical violence.
You cannot. I am operating a motor vehicle.
Then give me some chicken. Give me a piece of chicken or I'll put out the engine. You're gonna break my f***ing neck. Can I have a piece of chicken, please?
Here.
Thank you. All right. Oh, great, we're at the house. That's my mask.
Everything's gotta go. Lowest price.
Oh my goodness. Hey guys, that's all my stuff. What the are you doing?
How much do you want, sir?
That Darth Vader helmet's worth $300. I am calling the police right now.
You better go out and get
I am calling the police. This is stealing.
We're going crazy.
What's the matter? The police are coming to the house.
Go get your I'm insured. You're not insured.
You were going to be arrested.
You were going to
be. You arranged this. You arranged this, and you were going to be arrested.
It's a completely authorized garage sale.
The police are coming.
It's a completely authorized
everything back in my house.
Sir.
You put
you have an offer.
Get out of the van.
I'm not even joking.
Kenny, you gotta get out of the van.
No, that's it. I'm staying in the van. I'm staying.
Okay, he's not getting out of the van, and he's called the police. So, my recommendation is get the f out of here and put everything back.
We don't have time to put everything back if the police are coming.
I will give you $200 right now if you yank him out of the van, and I will stop the police from coming.
Let's shake him.
$200 each.
Okay, we'll get him.
See, Spenny? Don't mess with me, Spenny.
You're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get hurt, and you're an asshole. You're all assholes. I'm gonna run you over. Get out of the way.
Good idea, Spenny. They turned on you, man. They turned on you.
You're fogging up the windows. That's not good.
Yummy.
You know you're not going to win this one.
You'll see. I'm going to win this competition, Spenny.
What?
I'm going to win this competition. I'm just enjoying myself in the back of the van till I win. Don't you worry. Oh man, I am gonna crash so good tonight. You know what? I'm not even joking. This thing is so comfortable. I feel bad. I feel bad for you.
Don't feel bad for me, whatever you do.
I do feel bad for you.
Well, don't.
Look, if you want to switch and take the, switch for the couch, you let me know. Are we gonna drive around all night? Or are we gonna park in the garage?
Basically, I am close to being unconscious.
Okay, well, you cannot drive, man. Don't you understand that you should not be driving?
When I get to that point where I really think I can't drive, believe me, I'm pulling over, so don't worry about it.
Speedy's getting too tired to drive, and I'm thinking soon he's going to give me the front seat.
I am tired. I am willing to give you the driver's seat if I can have your half of the van for the rest of the competition.
You're serious now?
I'm totally serious. Let's just switch.
Okay, well, you took the keys, Spenny. That's not part of the deal.
You're always saying I don't try, I'm not thinking. Well, I'm thinking now.
I've got a lot of work to do.
Let me sleep.
Where'd you get that key? I brought a spare key. Oh shit, battery's dying. Oh my god, the battery's dead. The battery's actually dead. Holy f***. The battery's dead!
I love it!
It's actually dead.
Once every millennium, something good happens to me. Look at his face. Wait a second. Tell me what your strategy was. I'm a little confused.
Get you in the back seat, and you take the key and drive really fast. I'm gonna get a boost. I'm gonna get a boost. Do you guys have cables?
He's gonna fry your car.
Quiet, shut up. Yeah, hi, I need a boost
Me
to
moo.
Dufferin, and it's just my
He's a
idiot
liar.
friend.
He's a liar. Don't listen to him. It's a prank call.
They hung up on me. Hey guys, you want to give me a boost? I'll pay you.
It's all this stuff that caused the power and the battery to die.
You're wasting your time.
I need a.
He's a
I got
joker.
There's
He's
some
wasting,
crazy guy
he's
on the
wasting
street.
your
Don't
time.
worry about it.
Sir, he's
No,
wasting your time.
It's in a parking lot. How long? I'll give him 20 if he hurries. Okay, thanks. Okay, bye.
If you help this guy out, his
Don't worry
engine
about it.
will ruin your taxi
It's
cab.
not, it won't at all.
We
It's
trust
just
him.
a boost. It's not going to do
Don't
anything.
trust him.
How can you ruin an engine from a car battery? Trust me.
Because I know you have the booster generator in there.
If I ruin your car, you can take my license plate number and call the police.
Please don't do it, sir. Please don't do it.
He doesn't want me to go. Don't worry.
Is money worth it? I'll give you my wallet.
He
with my
has no
driver's
money.
license,
He
and I'll
has
go
no
to a
money.
bank,
He
and
has
I'll
no
write up a
money.
bill,
He's screwed.
a
He's
promissory
boosting the
note,
car.
And I will work out a price. How much would it take? You have no idea what you're doing.
Give it a
It's not
minute.
working.
Give it a minute. I don't know what's
The
going on.
car's broken.
We're dead.
Yes!
We're dead. We got to get towed. I fried the car.
It is 8 o'clock. The competition is over. We have a draw. I like to think that it's a poetic justice of all the electrical, the TV, the stoves. I think you had 2 stoves.
The espresso machine.
The espresso machine. Are you disappointed?
I had a spare key, Spenny. You were dead. You were just about to get driven like 100 miles an hour down the highway.
Thank God.
You were going to bounce around in the back, and you would have been finished.
There will be no humiliation this week. We're sorry, but that's just the way it's going to be. It was a draw. Call a tow truck.
Somebody call a tow truck. Chris, call a tow truck.